Hey guys, Juju22 here, and welcome to the MLB series, Season 5 Draft. And and let's see, who do we have in the chat right now? We have one of the GMs in Joshua James. We have Carlos Larry, Tenumi Alagin, Patty, and of course one of our new general managers in the form of Andromeda Utaker taking over from her dad. Uh, Her father, Atticus Black. And of course, our good friend SMG, Dakota Sheldon. Anyway, the famous Dakota is here. But yeah, great to see the famous Dakota here. Well, Joshua, I'm happy to say that you're picking second. There's only 2 rounds, but that's mainly because we have 12 teams and there are 24 players for 12 teams, so that means you get 2 picks, and you're picking second in both the first and second round. So that much I will say. So you really don't have much long to wait. And for let's see, who else do we have? We also have Sly Cooper Rocks as well, and for Andromeda, let me answer. So you have the Miami Marlins. You are picking fourth in this case. So I am very happy to say that you're picking fourth in both the first and second rounds. And now I will say this though. I'll just show you this really quickly before I forget. But it definitely bears repeating here. Let me see. Let me go down. Where is it? Postseason. Unlike the other 2 series, this one is. Let me get the rosters just to give you guys an idea of how this works there. And hello to Jennifer. Great to see you in LD as well. Who's before the Orioles? That would be the Anaheim Angels by virtue of being the worst team in the league. But I just wanted to share this. So in each league, both the American League and National League, these are just leagues within the major leagues here. Each league has what is it, the oh, okay. So each league has 6 teams that go to the playoffs, which mimics what it is in real life. Same thing with the other league, which means that we can do a maximum of 12 teams, and anything beyond that, we would have to find a way to prune it down to 12. But in other words, there are no moments in between the rounds or in between the rounds of play. But so in other words, once it gets started, it cannot be changed. So that's kind of where I was getting at there. Anyway, let's see who else we have in the chat. We also have Aaron, great to see you, and Melina. Also, Melina's another first time GM, and she's picking third in both the first and second rounds there. You got to see Minions 3. And also, the famous Riley is here. Great to see you, Riley. I hope everything's going well in your neck of the woods there, Riley. And I've also been noticing Aaron's coming in. I want to say thank you for coming in, Aaron. I want to give you uh, some recognition there, but it's always nice to meet you, and I've seen you on other people's shows, so I just want to give you a nice welcome to you as well. But Alicia's going to take it easy for the rest of the night. Not a problem. But she did submit, and it kind of goes into the first pick of the draft. Now, of course, Alicia is the GM of the Angels, and she submitted her first pick, and she is allowed to do this, being that she is the first one. But she did, uh, she let me know who she was going to pick first, and the first overall pick is the Grand Empress, aka Jennifer, and she's going to be playing first base. So I'm happy to say that that's the case for for the Grand Empress. And I think I already put her. Yeah, right here. Yep, there she is, right there, with the beautiful silver hair and everything that goes with it. But yeah, that's her. Your favorite position? Nice. Of course, you also get to play third base in case third base is needed or anything like that. But first base, I got you there. So, but yes, I'm happy to say that Grand Empress was the first overall pick, um, and then for the other pick, she just simply wanted me to pick according to need rather than. But as long as to keep in mind of any personnel that she may consider when we get to the first pick of the second round. So I'm happy with that. I get what you mean by flexible in terms of being able to play multiple positions. Absolutely. Okay, well, now that we got that first one out of the books, let's get to our next one. And our next one goes to the Baltimore Orioles. So let's see who Joshua James is going to pick as we can officially begin the draft. Let me get my pop-out chat so I can see. Yes, you can use a yep, absolutely a relief pitcher is one of the things that you do need. That was one of the big needs there, but let's see what Joshua himself picks or who he picks. But yes, welcome to the show, Riley. Now, of course, just because somebody's in a current position doesn't mean we can't move them. But I also want to keep in mind, especially for those who have been on the show, like I'm talking about those who have been with us in previous seasons. You know, things like not changing, fielders into pitchers or vice versa. Things like that. But let's see what Joshua says. Ooh, okay. Wow. Sly Cooper is our second ever pick. Insane. But you know what? That's not a bad idea. That's not bad. In fact, I think I do have a creation of Sly Cooper already as a relief pitcher. So Sly Cooper, how do you feel about that? Let me see. Let me get. All right. Let me go to free agents here. Yeah, there he is, right there. So yep, there's Sly Cooper, and all I did was just simply make him more human-like. With especially with a gray beard, gray hair. I hope you like it. And hello to Jesse Jackhammer and Brooklyn Joker. Nope, Joker, you're just in time. We hadn't gotten to your pick yet, but you're in time otherwise. All right, so let me get Mr. Cooper, and then I'll just simply replace him with the lowest rated uh, uh, relief pitcher, and then make it finalized here. Yes, you're in time here, AJ. Yep. we hadn't gotten to your pick yet, but I'm happy that you're in time. And who else we have? And then Joker says, "Hi, Crazy Patty." Okay. Let me auto fix the roster, and let's see. Where's Sly Cooper? Oh wow, they put Sly Cooper in. Oh, right. Let me put him right over here. And you know what? I think I should put Sly Cooper over here, and then maybe even put. Yeah, there we go. Now we got it. Yep, Sly Cooper is our second pick. So Sly, how do you feel about that? Okay. You had a horrible day at work. Yeah, I can imagine that being the case, but you know, I've seen fire, I've seen rain. I've seen sunny days that I thought would never end. I've had lonely times when I could not find a friend, but I always thought that I'd see you again. If you know where I got that, bonus points to you. Okay, who got the first pick? It was Alicia and the Angels, the Anaheim Angels, and we just had the second pick. You have the sixth pick in both the first and second rounds. There's only 2 rounds to this time around. James Taylor, yep. Bonus points. Yay! Bonus points for Jennifer. No, I haven't created you as a character, but who knows? Maybe they might. Who knows? Whoever picks you might want you as a pitcher, or they might want you as a fielder. You never know. Anyway, let's get to the next pick. Next pick. So next pick goes to the Atlanta Braves, and that is Melina Black. The Braves. All right. So here we go. We got the Braves here. Oh wow. Okay. Daisy Spider. Let's see. Where's Daisy? Daisy. Okay. So Daisy, as you said, as a starting pitcher. Okay. Okay. Starting pitcher. You got it. And of course I haven't created her character yet, but at least now that I know, I'll make her. I'll be sure to make her as a starting pitcher as we go through the creations and stuff like that. All right, so Daisy Spider. Although I don't know if that's. I wouldn't be surprised if Joker wanted to get her uh, on his team. Let me see who else we have. And no, they're not an expansion team. Arguably, they could be the oldest team, but anyway, let me get back to the chat. So the next team on the clock is hey, where is it? Where is it? Is Andromeda Utaker. Yeah, but of course she married Jack yeah, she married Jack Utaker, and that was a Utaker by marriage. Anyway, oh, sorry. Let me get back to your needs. I'm so sorry. Uh Atlanta Braves. Or I'm sorry, Miami Marlins. Okay, so biggest needs. Of course you need a starting pitcher, and let's see. Okay, well you're the closer, so you're good there. But then so yeah, starting pitching, relieving, and then if you're going for non-pitching, let's take a look and see what you need. So for non-pitching, your biggest need is at catcher. Yeah, catcher is your biggest need, or first baseman. So those are your non-pitching needs. So if you want to take care of, so yeah, if you want to get pitching, get pitching. If you want to get hitting and fielding, then that's what you would get. All right, let's see. Can I switch to starter first of all and give me Brandon Cuevas? Oh, okay. So to switch you to starter, okay. Let me. All right. So let me. All right. Let me put these notes in here to switch you as a starter, and then get. Where is he? And for Brandon Cuevas, yes, and for Brandon Cuevas, where do you want to have him play? Miami. There we go. I was trying to spell Miami. At catcher, absolutely. Okay, let me put that. Or oh no, wait, it's already there. Never mind. All right, so you got it. All right, so Brandon Cuevas. I gotta say, like out of character, like when I saw the creation suite for the women in this game, it's like wow, they really went all out for that. But anyway, but thank you Andromeda for the pick. I appreciate that. I really do. But now we go from Miami to Texas, and we go to our correspondent, Mr. AJ Cool Kid. So let's see what Mr. AJ says. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, absolutely, not a problem, Alicia. Thank you for coming in. No problem. You'll pick Jose Blanco? Okay, that's a surprise. I was not expecting you to pick him, but oh, I get it. You want him to work for you. I could totally see that. But I may as well ask this, if only just because you and Jose kind of had a checkered history. AJ, is Jose Blanco your final answer? And then if it is, then I will put him on the team. I just figured I may as well ask while I have the opportunity to do that. Let me see. Jose Blanco. Wait, Jose. Wait. Wait. Where's Jose? Jose. Oh yeah, there he is. I lost track of where he was on my Excel sheet. Yes. Okay. Uh, well, currently he's a second baseman, but do you want him to be a pitcher or anything? All right, let me put Jose's name on the list though. Where do you need him more? Oh, well, I'll show you. So let's see. Second baseman, of course. So at second baseman, you have it covered with Marcus Simeon, and and then for Jose, he can also play left field. But of course, you can put him anywhere on the field. So when it comes to non-pitching, uh, center field or left field, I highly doubt he'll ever play catcher because, well, that's a very thankless job, and for his size, that might not work. But put Jose in left field, you got it. You got it. Left field, and then I'll give him other roles like outfielder, so that way if he has to move over in one of those positions, he can do that. All right, you got it. Left field. All right, well, congratulations, AJ. Okay. Texas Rangers. Welcome to the Angels, Mama. Yes, yeah. Alicia definitely thought of you. Yeah, she definitely thought of you. Okay, next up, we go from the we go from the Texas Rangers to the New York Mets, and we go to our correspondent, Mr. Brooklyn Joker himself. So let's see what Brooklyn Joker has in store. And of course, if he has any questions, he may fire away. Okay. Oh, your brother Leo. All right, let me see. Leo, yes. Oh, yep. Let me see. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, though. It's high noon. Yep, absolutely. So your brother Leo, Uh, well, since you're already so I already have him. I already have a catcher in yourself, uh, Joker. So where do you want Leo to play? Or actually, maybe I should show you what positions he could play for the New York Mets, whether he be a fielder or a pitcher. So let's take a look. I forgot to show this. So here we go. So for for fielding, the biggest need right now would be okay, left field. What about left field? Left field or second base? Interesting. Yeah, so left field or second base, but for pitching, okay, so maybe a starter or a reliever. Like your closer's fine, but give him left field. Yep, you got it. You got it. So Leo Angel. It would have been funny if he was picked as a part of the Angels. That would have been just funny, but okay, so left field. You got it. So left field. And he can also play first base if he needs to as a second position. So you got it. All right. Well, congratulations. Okay, there we go. Now we got it. Thank you so much, Joker. Okay, so next up we go from New York to Houston with the Astros, and we have our correspondent LD. So LD, if you're in the chat, this is your chance, though. Oh, absolutely, you can definitely chill, Alicia. What's the critical needs? All right, let's take a look. I'll start with pitching here. Okay, so your starters. Okay, maybe yeah, maybe a starting pitcher, and then I have you as a relief pitcher. So let's see. What about closer? Closer's okay. Closer's fine. Oh, a. So yeah, maybe a starting pitcher, but for non-pitching, let's see. You would need help at center field. And then what about? Okay, so center field and right field are two of your biggest needs there, and in a starter. So starting pitching, left field, and center field, or I'm sorry, right field and center field. My bad. But let's see what who LD picks. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to help you. Star gamer. Wow. Okay. You know what? He definitely is a star, and it makes sense because Astros go into space. You need Astros go into space, and then you have star players playing for an Astro. I like that. I absolutely like that. Okay, you got it. Star gamer. I mean, he is the star man waiting in the sky. Yeah, you could tell I'm high on apple juice, so yes. Okay, well, congratulations though, LD. Thank you for picking him. And then the next team that picks is me actually. As we go from Houston to Cincinnati, of course I put myself in this thing when I realized I had 11 teams. I'm like, no, we got to keep it even in terms of like even number of teams. So I ended up putting myself in there as GM of the Cincinnati Reds, though. Okay, taking a practice swing? Oh, not a problem. Okay, so what do I need to let's see, what do I need to address here? Let's see. Ooh, okay, so for fielding, I need a first baseman, but for pitching, okay, maybe a starter or a reliever. Okay, starting pitching, relief pitching, or a first baseman. Okay, well then let me take a swing at it. This one. But who would I pick though? Let's see, first baseman. Oh, of course, there is one. There is somebody, and that man is our good friend Dakota Sheldon, and of course Dakota will be playing at first base. If I can get this stupid pen to work. There we go, first base. So yeah, Dakota, I picked you as part of my team. And plus he'd be wearing the colors of Mario anyway, so it helps. So okay, so next up we have the San Diego Padres, and of course after a couple of ownership changes, it ended up in the hands of Sean Sanders, Primetime. So I'm gonna go get Primetime, and let me see if he left any messages. Um, oh, okay. I was just messaging somebody. All right, let me get Mr. Primetime. All right, let me check to see if he's in the chat already. I would hate to like. Okay, let me get Mr. Primetime. Okay, let me just make sure people can hear. All right, cool. You already got your eyes. Well, hey, it's for your eyes only. And of course, if anyone knows where the phrase "for your eyes only" came from, bonus points to you. Oh, okay, thank you, Joker. I mean, I sent him one myself, but anyway. So here's what I will do. Let me give him. I'll give him some time. I'll give him the next 2 minutes to respond. Otherwise, I'll just have to skip his turn and move on to the next person. Now, it'd be one thing if he had left me a draft board or something like that. Then I can at least have some sort of idea of who he would pick. Otherwise, Sheena. Oh, Sheena Easton. Okay, I was gonna say. You could have said, "Oh, it's a James Bond movie," and I would have said yes. But yeah, Sheena Easton did sing that song, and that is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. So I'll give you even more bonus points. Hang on. There we go. So there's your bonus points. Yay! Okay, so we have we have 1 minute down, one more minute to go. But yeah, oh, let me see if he responded in a DM really quickly. Okay, let me see. Outside of outside the need in terms of needs outside of pitchers, pretty much. But hey, if you want some hitting, you can have that too. Yeah, uh, but yeah, the Orioles. But yeah, that's one of the things that the Orioles do need. Yeah, he could be at work. I mean, Clinton said he was going to work, but he actually gave me permission to uh, draft on his behalf. It'd be one thing if Clinton too or Primetime had actually given me permission to do it, then I'm like, okay, then I'll do it. But but he didn't. So it's like, okay, it is what it is. Oh, and the time just passed. I was so busy answering questions, I didn't. All right, so no worries then. I will. Um, so yeah, if Sean comes in and says he wants a pick, or if he reaches out to me and says, "Hey, draft for me, young man," then I'll do it. But he didn't. So let me see. So yeah, this was San Diego's turn, but now we have to go from San Diego back to New York for the New York Yankees, and of course, uh, Clinton did give me permission. In fact, I'll read to you what he said, at least just for the purpose of this draft, but nothing more than that. He says, if you do not mind drafting for me based on needs, please. Absolutely. So I did go, and he did ask me what his biggest needs were, and then I told him relief pitching, and then for non pitching, a tie between catcher and left field. So, okay. So let's start with that. But yeah, if Primetime or our next contestant come in, then, well, so yeah, Primetime comes in, then he can make his picks, provided someone's not in the middle of picking as well. But it's just to keep the thing going. Hey, what's up, Jose? By the way, Jose, you got drafted earlier. I don't know if you know. But anyway, back to oh, hey. Come on, computer. There we go. And now everybody's saying hello to Jose Blanco. All right. So Clinton, he says he needs relief pitching. Well, let's see if we can find him that. Hmm. Oh, of course. Well, we have one of our two wild cards, and that man is Najee. Yep, Najee is going to be a relief pitcher for the New York Yankees. Okay. Okay. Oh, there. Got it. All right, we got it. Great job there by there we go. Yes, AJ actually picked you to be on his team. It's so weird. Well, you know what, Joshua, I'm happy to tell you that I did get a Switch 2 um, recently, so now it just becomes a matter of saving up for all the other games. So there's that. Yeah, the Orioles is his team. Yeah. Okay, next team would be we go from New York to okay, where is he? To Philadelphia, and of course, this is the team of Kip Hayes. Now, sadly, I don't have a way to contact Kip Hayes, nor did he ever, nor did he then say to me, "Oh, TJ, could you draft on my behalf?" If he had said it, then I would have gotten it. But unfortunately, much in the same boat as Sean Sanders, I would have to just simply uh, move on, if only because, well, unless Kip was in the chat right now, I would get his pick, but unfortunately, I don't have a way to contact him, like I said. But yeah, but if he comes in or Sean comes in, I can get their picks. But if not, that's all right. Then I'll just have to. Then whoever's left, then those players will be on those teams. So anyway, yeah, I haven't seen Kip aside from the last appearance, but hopefully he's doing fine. I'm just hopeful that that's the case. Okay, so that means we get to our final pick in the first round, and that is the Toronto Blue Jays. So now we go from Philadelphia to the Toronto Blue Jays. Oddly enough, those two teams did meet each other in the World Series in '93. And if you know, you know. But now I just need to let Mr. Era Penitentiary, or Mr. P, as they say, know that he's up next. I know he said he was watching the Super Bowl, which fair enough. Like, he's watching his favorite team play. There we go. Yeah, only two picks because, well, there's 24 players, and there's 24 players to be drafted, and there are 12 teams involved. Now, obviously, the fewer teams, the more picks you get, uh, and of course, vice versa. Oh, Jamar! Wow, wow, that was quick. Okay, so Jamar gets the pick. Nice. Okay. Well, let me. All right. Let me get the. A. So I got you right. Oh, so I have you right here. I mean, you have the awesome beard. So yeah, that's you. Oh, right. Let me put Jamar's name down. Okay, let me get Mr. Jamar right now at right field. Okay. So Jamar got picked. That's awesome. I think Jamar is going to be very happy about that. Okay, where's Jamar? Oh, there he is. But yeah, the player that I'm highlighting, that's you, Mr. P. But thank you for your first pick though. The only reason we got to your pick sooner than we ended up doing was because, well, we're missing. Oh, you want some shades? Oh, all right. Well, I may as well do this while I have a chance. Let me go to. No, where is he? Oh yeah, and here's Miss LD. Of course, I had to make her into human form with red hair and makeup and everything like that. But yeah, that's what Miss LD looks like. Yeah, I'm gonna get something to hydrate really soon. So let me do that. But yep, I will hydrate, my friend. I'm trying to find something that looks good. Oh yeah, that one looks good. Yeah, there we go. Hello to Hydro Tommy Blaze. Let me see. I wonder, do I remember Hydro Tommy Blaze? The well, oh, you want braids? Very well. But hello there, Tommy Blaze. see, not dreads. You want it braids. Now I don't know if they have braids though, but we'll see if they haven't. I mean, they have dreads, but I don't know if they have braids. Mm, yeah, that was kind of the point, though. Oh, dreads is fine. All right, cool, cool. I was trying to find the braids though, but let's see, dreads. Do they have braids? No, they like I said, they don't have braids. Like I was like maybe I did give you some long hair, but aside from that, like I but they don't have braids, unfortunately. I wish they did, but they don't, sadly. Let's see. Oh, right. Gotta go the other way. It sucks I have to go through all of it, but yeah, I really. But anyway, here's. But I gave you some long hair, but again, they don't have braids or anything like that. I wish they did, but I don't. But they don't, sadly. Oh, now we're. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. There we go. I mean, they do have Jordans. I do know that. Let me see, Jordans. Let's see, Jordans. I'm looking for the Jordans right now. Okay, so you have two of them. You have the MCS low, then you have the MCS, and then they have the retro metal. Oh, to change your hair to red? Okay. Uh, no, that's not how I'm going to change your hair. I'm not going to change it by burping though. The retro? Oh, retro metal. Okay, you got it. And then, well, I'll. But I think the shoes look really good. There we go. And then where's? Thankfully, I can quickly change the hair color. Now you have red hair. Of course, the rest of your hair, like your beard and everything, is red now. There you go. Okay, now we go back to our draft. I'm sorry for the detours and everything. It was just the fact that people wanted to get changes and stuff like that. Oh, there's prime time. Okay, thank you. All right, so prime time thankfully is here. No worries there, Brandon Cornwell. It's quite all right. But now we have prime time, and well, now that you're here, we can. If you have any questions, or better yet, I can. Let me give you. I probably should give you an updated the updated draft board that if only just so you know who's left. So I'll provide that to you. So this won't take too long here. And if you have any other questions, just let me know. There we go. We got that. Oh, okay. There we go. Now we got it. Oh, all right. Come on, TJ. You can do this. You can do this. Yes, I can even roast myself. Thank you. There. But I hope everything's going well there. But I hope you do overcome your cold, um, Mr. Primetime. Let me catch up on the chat really quickly. What position do you need the most? Oh, well, And I'm happy that you're doing pretty well there, Joshua. I forgot to mention that little part there. All right, let me send you the list there, Mr. Primetime, the updated list, just so I can help you with that part. Where's the? All right, so I sent you the draft board in 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 Discord, but in terms of what you need, what positions do you need? Let's see. Okay, your starting pitching is pretty good, so you're good in the your starters though, but you might need some help with your relief pitching. So yeah, relief pitching is one of the things that you'll need. Okay. Well, I'll have to send it to you via your dad since, usually wherever he is, that's where you would be. So I'll send it to him, and in turn, he'll send it to you. No worries there, Melina. To Uncle Azrael, excuse me. I don't know why I said dad. I meant uncle. Uncle. My bad. I hope Jose didn't get upset about me choosing him. Wait, did he? Let me see. I'm just looking up to where. No, he didn't say anything though. Do we have free agent picks? No, if only because the playoff mode is hard on, and what I mean by that is once it starts, like you can't change anything really. Like I can edit the players and stuff like that, but I wouldn't be able to like um, do free agent picks as much as I would like to. But no, it always starts with 12 teams, um, and then well, let's see, and then of course like you can't start with 12, 10, 8, all the way down to 2 like you could in what is it the NHL series, nor can you just go to the championship game like you can in the uh, Madden series. If it did allow you to do that, I would have done it. I would have, but sadly not. Anyway, oh, and then Joker wants. Oh, you want to pick Jesse Jackhammer? Okay, okay. Well, first let me do this really quickly. Let me update my list to have Jesse Jackhammer in there. So let me put Jesse Jackhammer in there. Jesse Jackhammer. So okay, can I get this stupid pen to work thing, please? Thank you. Jesse Jackhammer. And let me see, where's. Oh, right. Oh, and also, I forgot to ask, what position is Jesse Jackhammer going to play there, uh, Sean? So I forgot to ask where Jesse Jackhammer is going to pick, but all right. And while you put in your answer, I'm just going to update the list again for 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 Malik. Well, for Joker this time. But I'm so happy that Sean made it. So I'm very happy for that. That he did. Okay. All right. Let me get Joker. All right, we got that. And let me go back to where we were before. And let me catch up on the chat again. Let's see. Be a closer or a relief pitcher. Okay, you got it. Uh, and then I'll put him wherever he's the most needed between those two. You got it, my friend. That is if I can get this silly pen to work. Relief pitcher. There you go. You got it. Yeah. Yep. Not a belly itcher, right? Absolutely. Can you DM my dad when it's his turn again? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And then Jesse Jackhammer's very happy to be part of the team. All right. Okay, now we can go back. Now we can get to the first pick of the second round. So now the second round can start in earnest. That is, unless Kip uh, Hayes comes in all of a sudden. Now, Alicia did DM me who her next pick would be if said pick was not made, and I'm happy to say that that pick was not made because the person in question that Alicia had her eye on is none other than. Oh, let me go over to Anaheim. That would be our very own Patty Cakes, Patty Chase. Yep, Alicia picked Patty Chase, and I imagine she picked Patty as well. I'll have to go with her current position at right field, but I can always change it to another fielding position if need be. But as it is, uh, Patty got chosen. In fact, let's take a look and see where. Oh, not a problem, Primetime. I'm just happy that you're fine. That you are though. Oh, so LD wanted to. Okay, so apparently if the Angels didn't take her, then I imagine that the Astros would have. Oh wow. Yep, grandmas stick together. So the grandma squad are still together. Interesting. So now we go from Los Angeles to Baltimore for a second time. Although although Jennifer says sorry LD. Yeah, but hey, there's other people you can still pick though. All right, now let's find out what Mr. Joshua James has to say. Okay, let's get Mr. No worries. All right, cool. Pick Grand Empress as a pitcher. Joshua, I hate to say this, but she was the first pick. Joshua. Uh, Grand Empress was already chosen. Um, Joshua. I don't know if you knew that or if you just came in and you didn't and you missed that part, but no, Grand Empress was already chosen, so I'm terribly sorry about that. But if you want me to send you an updated list, I can do that for you. In fact, I'll send it to you now. Let me, oh, right. Let me do this for you. Or anyone else? Oh, or actually, I could just tell you who. Okay. All right. I'll send you and AJ the updated list since you guys and Andromeda too while I'm at it. So let me do that. So so this is a good opportunity for you guys to go get snacks and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll definitely get some water to hydrate. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, where's Joshua? Okay, I'm sending one to Joshua, and then eh, eh, and then one right to AJ. Oh, no, no, no. And one to for Andromeda. I'll just have to send it to your dad. Okay, now we got that. Let's see what. Let me catch up on the chat. Is Stargamer available? Sadly, he got taken. In fact, it was LD who took him already. But but anyway, I did give you the updated list there, Joshua. So now you'll have a much better idea of who. When is your pick again? Right now we're at Joshua, so we have Melina, then Andromeda, and then you, AJ. Because you guys are a tag team in the other feds too. Oh, awesome, awesome. Okay, so let's see. Uh, Currently it's Joshua. Joshua's up right now. I just gave uh, I just gave you the updated list, if only because I remember you asked for it though. Diamond Light, you got it. Of course he is. Yeah, Diamond Light, you have him. Um. Oh yeah, and also, do you have any particular position for him to play, Joshua? Let's see. Mm. Well, I just okay. Well, I guess I'll send you another updated list again, Joker. But sure. But yeah. But yes. What position should I make Mr. Diamond Light, Joshua? So yeah, I'll send Joker the updated list when we get to his turn though. Pitcher. Okay. So I imagine you'll put him at either starter or some other or whichever pitching uh, position that might be in dire need. So okay. Oh yeah, that's right. Relief pitching was what you guys needed the most. And you could do no worse than get some relief pitching, so I'm happy with that. Oh, oh, LD wanted an updated list. Oh, okay. He said LD wants it. All right, you got it. In that case, let me get you that updated list. I'll have to send it to your master, but in turn he'll send it to you. So let me get that for you. And also, I see Troy in the chat. How's it going there, Troy? Hmm. Maybe one of these days I should put Troy in one of these series. One day I should say. Okay. All right. Oh, right, right, right. Let me update it for him. Okay. All right. Let me. Oh yeah. Let me send the updated list to uh, LD. All right, you got it. All right, let me catch up on the chat again. Everyone saying hello to Troy, and then and then Primetime's also saying hello to Jen, and oh, absolutely, you can certainly do no wrong picking Sly Cooper and Diamond Light to represent your team. Absolutely. Survival of Authority, awesome. Yeah, that is. Okay, now that we got that straightened out, we now go back to oh, other way. We go back. We go from Baltimore back to Atlanta again as we as we re as we are reintroduced to our correspondent, Melina Black. So she already has Daisy Spider with her, but let's find out who and what Melina Black is going to, uh, who she's going to pick and at what position. Uh, so let's find out. Put that down. Mm-hmm. Melina. Oh, I wonder if Melina or her master or um, I wonder if Melina had to step away or something. But yeah, but it's now Melina's turn on behalf of the Braves. So let me just hopefully she'll be in. Oh, you just did I miss it? I just answered. All right, let me refresh my chat. I don't know why it didn't do that. Let me see where. Let me see. What did you say? You said. Oh, it didn't go through. What the heck? Well, oh, you know what? That's probably what it is. Okay, Damian Shelley at shortstop. All right, you got it. Yeah, sometimes YouTube does that. It always acts up. I don't know why it does that. It's just so stupid. But okay, Damian Shelley at shortstop. Although I think Andromeda might have wanted Damian instead, but well, unfortunately for Andromeda, Melina beat him to it, or beat her to it, I should say. Beat her to him is what I was trying to say. Where is it? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Okay, shortstop. Okay. Thank you so much, Melina. I want to say thank you very, very much uh, for your help in the draft, and that's all the picks you have. But these are two really good picks. I got to give you credit for that. Yep, yep, and the Oreos are also done too. But thank you so much, Joshua, for coming in. I appreciate that. Hmm. I wouldn't even be surprised if Andromeda and Melina fight in either you know Chaos Regional Wrestling or in Anarchy Pro Wrestling. I wouldn't even be surprised though. Yep, and the Angels too are have the team set. I want to say congratulations to Alicia on getting the Granny Squad together. Wonderful. Oh, now we go from Atlanta to Miami. I forgot to get to that part. But now I wonder who Melina, or not Melina, Andromeda's going to pick. Um, and if you need another update again, just let me know. Give me Wally, I guess, at first base. All right, you got it. Wally at first base. That's not a bad pick there, Andromeda. Not a problem. See, there's Wally at first base. Okay, you got that. So now we go from Miami to Texas. We now go to Texas now. But yeah, not a problem, Alicia and Jennifer. I appreciate it. But now we go back to Texas for our good friend and our correspondent, AJ Cool Kid, making his second and last pick for the day. Orioles will gladly accept any trades if necessary. Well, hey, that's not a bad pick. But yeah, once the postseason starts, then you know then the rosters are locked. You choose Rob Gamer. Okay, that's awesome. Rob Gamer. I think Rob's gonna be very happy that you picked him. Also, what position is he gonna play? AJ. Has Maddie been chosen anywhere? In terms of this draft, Jennifer, I will say that she was chosen in the NHL draft, but that much I will say. But no, Maddie's not in this particular draft, but her brother is. But she is in the NHL draft, and she was chosen there. So I'm happy to say that that's the case. How good is your shortstop? Oh, well, let's take a look. Okay. All right, let me take a look. Let's take a look here. Your shortstop's pretty good. Now, if you're looking for a non-pitching position, um, let's see. So it's a tie between left field and not center, catcher in left field. What about the other one here? And then in center field. All right. So so left field, catcher, and then center field. All right. So center field is the weakest at this point. All right. I thought I was a pitcher. You are a pitcher. Put Rob in center field. All right, you got it. But yes, you are a pitcher. I'll show you. I was only looking at the. Let's see, where's AJ? Oh yeah, that's right. You're the closer. Like you're the guy that closes the game. Like when your team is ahead and the game is on the line, that's where you come in. But yes, I'll put him in center field for you. Absolutely, sir. Center field. And I'll even include yeah, outfielder's fine. And yep. So yep, you're a pitcher. You're I was looking at the batting lineup, but this is the pitching rotation, and that's where you are right there. So how do you feel about that, Mr. AJ? But yeah, next pick will be the Mets, so that means I'll have to send the updated list again, but for Joker this time. But yeah, if there's any changes you want me to make, Mr. AJ, just let me know. But let me know before we start the season, but because once it starts, that's where it's going to stick. You're fine with it? All right, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, well in that case, let me send the updated list for the benefit of Joker here. Not the benefit of Mr. Kite, but for the benefit of Mr. Joker. Bonus points if you know what the benefit of Mr. Kite is, or or where it comes from. All right, so I sent him an updated list. So let's see. Uh, well, I guess he'll take a moment to look at it and then go from there. But let me go back. So let me go from Texas to New York. All right, so here we go. We have Sonic McCracken. Interesting. I think Sonic would like that to play in New York. So we have Sonic McCracken. Release the Kraken. I mean the McCracken. Um, see where's Sonic McCracken there? Okay. Oh, and also Joker, what position do you want him to play? Uh, if you want me to look at the team and the needs that your team has, minus yourself and then minus Leo, once now that you picked him, um, I guess I can let you look at it. So for oh, sorry, wrong one, pitching. So you could have him as a pitcher, as a starter. Okay, so you could need him as a starter, and then let's see. All right, so your closer's fine. That's fine. Um, so yeah, you could use. Um, so you could use a starter or a starting pitcher and a relief pitcher, and then for non-pitching, you would need. Let's see. Okay, so minus left and cent and catcher. Then the next one you would need is uh right field, right field, and then what about the other one? Oh, and third baseman. Or actually, no, third baseman is by far the weakest. Okay, there you are. So yeah, third baseman, a starter, or a reliever. So those are the three big ones. Put him in third. You got it. All right, you got it. Third baseman, and he can also play outfielder in case you need him to be an outfielder. So that's not a problem. Well, thank you, Joker, and I thank you, Joker, for your help. And I want to say congratulations on your team. You got your brother and you got Sonic McCracken, and he did pretty well in his last appearance when he was with the Cleveland, the at the time Cleveland Indians in their last stand. So I imagine his experience there will be very very helpful. Which then leads me to go from New York to. Oh, I went the wrong way. Back to Houston. And LD says she knows who she's picking. She already has Star Gamer, but who is she going to pick to go with the to go with the Astros? Let's see. Let's see who she picks. Oh, and also congratulations to AJ on his team. I forgot to say congratulations to him as well. And Andromeda for her team. Spike Ryan. Hey, that's not a bad pick to fall back on. You kidding me? Spike Ryan is awesome. Okay, so you got Spike Ryan, but then where are you going to put him? Again, I'll let you look at what you need. You know, minus your position and then minus a starting position since you have Stargamer there. But uh, right field. Oh, okay. So you actually got it. Okay, cool. Oh, that's right. You remembered. You remembered. So that's awesome. Cheers, everyone. Yeah, and he can play all the other outfielding positions based on what your team needs. So at that particular moment. So there you go. You got it. Well, congratulations, LD, on your picks. I got to give you props for your choices and everything. But now we go from Houston to Cincinnati. Unless they're a need for, yeah, absolutely, Joshua. Absolutely, Joshua. Of course. So, now of course really the only trades that you would make in terms of drafts would either be to move up in the draft or move down in the draft. And you have to have someone who's willing to move up as much as you need somebody who is willing to move down. If you're moving up, you're moving up to try to get somebody you really want for your team. And if you're moving down, it means that you're acquiring more picks, that's that really should go without saying. Anyway, so with all that said, we now go to the Cincinnati Reds, and this is the team I have. So let's see. What do the Reds need with the people that are still left? Let's find out. So let's see. So I'm at left field, and then of course I got Dakota to play first base. So minus left field and minus first base. Then what's my next biggest need? Third base. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Right field. But what about the other side? Oh, A. Right field. Oh no, wait. Wait. I gotta look at this again. Hold on. Oh, right field. Wow, right field. Okay. So in that case, let me get somebody who is going to be a right fielder. And that man is our new player by the name of Kyle Akers. Professor Kyle Akers. He is, as you know, one half of the Blue Toad Wrestling Tag Team Champions. So I'm happy to have him on my team on the Cincinnati Reds. I don't know if that's his favorite team or. Okay, cool. Well, thankfully I don't need the network, but thank you for the drum roll. I appreciate that. But now we go back to Sean Sanders with the San Diego Padres. And we still have yet to hear from Kip Hayes, but anyway, I hope Sean is still in the chat. But we now go from Cincinnati back to San Diego. So let's see. Okay, there you are. All right. Uh, if you still need the list, or yeah, if you still need the list, I'll be happy to send that to you. Or if you want to look at what your team needs, I can do that for you too. But if you have a name, you're more than welcome to put it out there, my friend. Spike puts on the Astros jersey. Aww, that's awesome. Okay, let's take a look then. Let's take a look. So, all right. So last time you got a closer slash relief pitcher. So you have your pitcher. So you could use, well, either another reliever or a starter. And then for non-pitching, so yeah, a starter or a reliever for pitching. But for a non-pitching role, let's see. Of course, Sean Sanders himself, there he is right there. Sean Sanders himself is a right fielder. And now the biggest need is at catcher. And then what about over here? And shortstop. Okay, so shortstop and then catcher are the next couple. So you have a couple of other choices you can make too. But but let's see what Mr. Primetime needs. So among the guys that you still have, there is a catcher, and then we have a second baseman, and then well, actually you have two catchers that you could pick, but a shortstop. Okay, let's see. Who do we have for shortstops? Shortstops we have one that's readily available right now, and that man is Carlos Larry. Uh, but among the people that are still left, if you want to know, is Nighttime Luigi, Tenu Miyalagin, Carlos Larry, Mr. MJ, and Riley. Although Mr. MJ is more of a catcher, since that's really what his actual position was when he played. Like I asked him what his favorite position was, and he said catcher. So when does the first MLB game start? When I get all the creations done. Same thing with all the other uh, sports games, really. Oh, you want Tenu? All right, you got it. Tenu at shortstop. Well, congratulations, Tenu. I don't know if Tenu's still in the chat, but but Tenu, bro, you did it. Yeah, Tenu is a shortstop. And of course, he can also play any of the infield uh, positions, since he's there. He's very versatile for that. But congratulations to Tenu. What team was Clinton? Is Clinton Flippin's team? That's the New York Yankees, and his team was going to be picking next, but in this case, Primetime picked you before Clinton could have picked you instead. But speaking of the Yankees, that team is up next. So now let's take a look at what the Yankees need. So of course Najee was a relief pitcher. Of course, I keep making the same mistake there. So now let me get let me go back to Clinton's last message. Let's see, where's Clinton? Click Clinton. Where are you? There you are. There's Clinton. So he needs relief pitching. Wait, does he need a? Let me take a look and see. Does he need a closer? No, no, his closer's perfectly fine. Okay, cool. But then I asked him, and then I mentioned that for non-pitching, yeah, the Yankees were really good back in their championship days, but ever since 2009, they haven't won it. They've contended for it, but they would always fall short. But at least they're contending. They're not like constantly losing like they were in the 80s. Well, except for the early 80s, but still. Okay, so a tie between catcher and left field, I said at the time. Not a problem, Alicia. Thank you for coming in, and have a good night. Do rest up, my friend, and do get some rest, my friend. You deserve that. You deserve it. Um, where was I going? Oh, I'm so sorry. I was so busy talking, I forgot. Okay, catcher and left field. Well, we do have a catcher, and if I know, hmm, he would probably pick somebody like You know what? He would probably pick Mr. MJ. He would pick MJ as fly to be a catcher. That's so yeah, that's who he would pick. It was either him or one other person, but I imagine he would pick him. So yeah, there's always the curse of picking later because there's always the chance that you might not get your guy, or maybe you might get lucky. You never know. But okay. Thanks guys. Have a good night, everyone, and enjoy your teammates. Absolutely, absolutely. So now we go to the Philadelphia Phillies, but again, Kip Kip Hayes is not here, so that means I have to switch over to our final pick, which then in turn means that the Phillies basically get who's left. So that means that the Toronto Blue Jays are in a prime position to pick simply because one of the teams didn't come in. So let me get Mr. Penn, Mr. P. I can't talk. Where's Mr. P? There he is. Friends for life, gang. Aww. Okay. All right, so I just had to let Mr. P know. So we go from New York to Toronto. Yeah, I love how they reverted back to its classic logo because when they changed it, it was like I was like, no, I really did not like the logo change. So when they changed it back to its classic logo, I loved it. Because it just like you don't change a logo unless you're like losing, and you keep the changed logo when you do win. Like for example, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, like before they changed it, they had the swashbuckler, uh, and they had the original orange and red colors. But then they switched it to red and powder black, and then they switched the logo from the winking pirate to the skull and crossbones on a flag. So when they changed that, they definitely became a serious contender, and for the most part, they have been successful, having won 2 Super Bowls. So, oh, absolutely. Let's get to who you have left to pick. So here are the following players. So, and by the way, you can make the player what you need to make him. I say him because there's 3 dudes. But the three dudes that you have in mind are Nighttime Luigi, Carlos Larry, and Riley. And the only person that's in the chat right now of the 3 is Carlos Larry. And then Riley before then was also in the chat. I don't know if he's still in the chat lurking, but anyway, yeah, Nighttime Luigi, Larry, Carlos Larry, and Riley. But let's see. If you need help in terms of what position to put them in, then I can help you with that. In fact, I'm going to help you with that. Okay. So let's see, Mr. P. So okay, so starters are good. They could be better, but you can improve that. Relievers definitely could use some help. And then really your closers and your setup guy is pretty good, but it's the others that might need help. And then for lineups, let's see. Yeah, no, Carlos hasn't been picked yet. I'm surprised too, but people are sleeping on him. I'm telling you. But anyway, let's take a look at what you do need in terms of non-pitchers. So we already have Mr. P at at center field, and then you have right field. So let's look at the other ones. So let's see. We have 90. Okay, so then that just leaves you with your catcher. But what about wrong one? Yeah, your catcher. Your catcher is the last of the. Now there is one catcher that is well. All right. Oh wait, I forgot. You can make whatever whoever you do pick, whatever position that person can play. But let's see what let's see who Mr. P picks. If you want me to go through the choices again, I'll let you know. But I'll just type it in the chat this time for you for your benefit there. No, no. Unfortunately, they do not have any extra picks. It's just you got your picks. I'm just thankful though that you came in, and for the Phillies, they just simply get the last two players that didn't get picked. That basically they just get them by default. Okay. Oh, oh, right. Yep, LD, your team is set to go. So I want to say congratulations to you as well. Oh, right. Let me go back. So catcher and objectively speaking, relief pitching. Relief pitching is objectively speaking that's the one thing that you need is relief pitching. Now, in terms of who's readily available to pitch, you have Riley having been a closing pitcher, but then of course you can make somebody else a reliever as well. So let's find out who you're going to pick and at what position. Let's see what you got. So I'm just going to put it right here for now. Of course, if you want me to send you the updated list, I can send that to you. But have a good night, LD. Hmm. I guess he's putting much more thought to it than I thought, but it's good. You're gonna go with Riley. All right. Hey, that's not a bad pick. Right, Riley is cool like that. So that means that by default the Phillies get. Yeah, I was hoping that Carlos Larry got picked, but by default that means that Carlos Larry and Nighttime Luigi will get to play for the Phillies. But no, I really part of me was hoping he'd be picked, but I'm trying to stay objective though. But anyway, congratulations to the Toronto Blue Jays, and man, I got to say you got lucky because if Kip if Kip Hayes had been here, all that really would have happened was you would have just gotten the last player, but then I would have had to ask you where you wanted him to play. But I'm happy that it worked out. Or was hoping Carlos Larry gets picked. Absolutely. Yeah, he just needed what he needed rather than anyone. Rather than basically, he was looking for needs rather than like the personnel really. But hey, it is what it is. So all right, so that means I'll put Carlos Larry on the Phillies. And same thing with Nighttime Luigi. Who knows? Maybe you might end up on a great team. I mean, of course, the Phillies are the second seed uh, in the series because, well, of course, they did pretty well, did the Phillies in last season's playoffs. So, of course, the Phillies have the second seed, and then the Toronto Blue Jays, even though they're picking last, are the first ever seed, or the number one seed, though. But it's understandable there, Mr. P. But with that said, the draft is complete, and I want to say thank you so much to Mr. P, uh, uh, for Clinton because he had the foresight to know that because Clinton had to go to work, so he knew that. So he sent me his draft board, and that's what allowed me to draft for him. Whereas unfortunately, Kip Hayes didn't. And then also thank you to uh, primetime Sean Sanders, even though he was a bit late, but at least he got his picks in, and he got the guys he wanted. Same thing with LD. Same thing with Brooklyn Joker, AJ, Andromeda, Melina, Joshua James, and of course Alicia, aka the Warrior Empress. I want to say thank you guys, and also to a degree Kip Hayes because he did participate, and he did say he wanted to be the GM of the Phillies the last time that we did see him or hear of him. So with that said, absolutely though, but the thought was considered to bring in Carlos as a relief pitcher, but who knows? Maybe Carlos can thrive as a hitter on the Phillies. That could happen. But until then, this is the Blue Toad to Jew 22, and I will see you guys uh, on Friday, if not Saturday. I'll keep you guys posted in terms of what the plan is for the next weekend, and so yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. But in the meantime, off camera, I will be working on all the players for all the series, Madden, NHL, and MLB, and basically whichever series players I complete all the way first, well, that one will be the one that starts the season, and so on and so forth. But until then, I'll see you guys. And actually, let's see if there's anyone still streaming. Let's take a look. How stupid of me. Oh, I'm very sorry about that, Mr. Era Penitentiary. I forgot to send you the roster of who's left. My bad, my friend. But let's take a look and let's see who's uh, still streaming. And you don't have to join in on the raid, but if you do, then I'll send you to it. And can you believe this? Can you believe Rob is still going? I gotta say, Rob is definitely an Iron Man. Man,
What can I?
let me turn it down. So yeah, for those of you who wish to raid, I'm gonna raid into Rob Gamer, and of course you guys can use the hashtag TJRaid. And once I close off the show, I will then go over to Rob's stream and then go from there. But until then, I'll meet you over there on Rob's show. This is Deju22 signing off. Have a good night, everybody. Peace. Love you. Bye.